They are pretty beat up. So what I'm wanting to do is take them off, and we're going to refinish them. I don't need to have them making look, it doesn't have to look like a showroom finish, but it's going to need to be able to get fixed so that way the sun doesn't fade them, wreck them, and they don't break. So I'm going to be taking these things apart and sanding them and lacquering them all up and finishing them as we go. I will show you the steps. These are Robertson screws, those little square heads. And all you Yankees out there, you American guys, will see these things and go, what's that? That is a little Canadian invention. And it is the most handy-dandy screw on the planet, because I can slap that on my drill bit. That's like a 25-year-old screw. And this falls off because I gave it a little bit of a shake. So I'm going to take off all the 4 screws, remove it, and then from there we are going to start to sand it, or if I have to do any repairs to the wood, I'll check that out. Okay, so the seats are off. Here's little mounting brackets. It looks like it's a piece of wood that was fastened to the fiberglass and then coated in fiberglass. It's in good shape. I don't have to fix that one, which is really nice. It will mount very well back onto the existing. Now that the seat is off, as you can see, just unfade, nice and solid. Back side of it is good and solid, so there's no cracks that have come through. Okay, so here's the before sanding. We are going to start sanding off with a orbital palm sander here. I got a few extra grits. I think I got 50 to 60 here. I'm just going to give this a good rough down. Get that existing finish off, get it down to rough wood. I don't know if I'm going to stain it. I'll probably just put a clear coat on it, just to keep the water and the sun fade on it. Okay, so here is the before after for the rear seat and the front seat. That set it down. I'm just going to grab my little multi-tool and do off the little cracks here. Looks like it's Douglas fir, made from a solid piece of wood, not a plywood seat. Looks pretty beefy, pretty strong, and it's going to look great after it's all stained up. We have the sanded Douglas fir, which is a solid piece. A little bit different grain between the 2 seats. One, of course, in the front here hasn't been stained. It's been sanded, ready to go. The other has 1 coat of a Minwax early American stain. That's 1 coat. I think I'm going to let it soak in and maybe even just leave it the way it is so it's a little bit darker. I'm going to put a clear satin on the other side, on top. When she's all finished, it should look pretty dang good. We put on a water-based satin finish. It's an outdoor water-based finish. We sand it in between coats with a fine sandpaper, and it's meant for high sun, high water, like outdoor furniture. I'm going to put 2 coats on it. That should be good enough for those seats, but they're starting to look pretty decent. I think once the stuff fully dries, it'll be wonderful, and the next step from this is to put it right back onto the Canoe. There you have it. That's the final project. It looks pretty good. Looks presentable. Should last many years. Next step that I have to do is put a little bit of vinyl on the side, the logo, and give it its name. It's looking good. Okay. And now comes the decals. Perfect.